All right, let's just keep on keeping on with the CD collection, picking up where we left off on the last video. Uh, we're still on the Cannibal Corpse CDs. As I said before, these probably aren't in order. I haven't even checked. I just grabbed them straight off the shelf, but there's a good chance that they're not gonna. I try to sometimes keep stuff in chronological order, but when you have a lot of CDs from the same band, they get mixed up, and these there's a good chance that these are mixed up. First, I guess first up for this video, we have the censored version of Bloodthirst. I know some of you are like, ugh, that censored artwork. Good album. I saw them on the tour where they were playing a lot. It was pretty heavy on Bloodthirst and Gallery of Suicide material on that tour. I've seen them a couple times, but that was the first time I suppose that I ever saw Cannibal Corpse. I think it was right around 2000, 2001. I'm going to say when I saw them on that tour. Next up, we have Bloodthirst. This is the uncensored. I honestly don't even remember picking up that censored copy. I think it came in a bulk lot of CDs that I got, and I just kept it because I did not have that particular artwork. I didn't have that particular copy of the Bloodthirst, even though I had the uncensored original. So good stuff there. One of my favorite Cannibal releases there. Next up, speaking of before, we have Gallery of Suicide, Bloodthirst, and Gallery of Suicide were my kind of my gateways into Cannibal Corpse. I know I got onto the bandwagon a little late, I guess, as compared to some other people, but there we go. We have Live Cannibalism. I like this live album because it's pretty close to the tour, like the stuff. This came out in 2000, so maybe it was around 2000 that I saw them for the first time live. This Live Cannibalism album, I guess live album CD, it kind of mimics throughout quite a bit some of the stuff that they said between tracks, and just kind of how the set list is pretty similar and all that to the first time that I ever got to experience Cannibal Corpse live. So I kind of like that live album. I'm not super huge on a lot of live material, but that is one that I like just because it kind of has that nostalgia feel to it. Next up, we have Vile from Cannibal Corpse. This jewel case has seen some better days. It's crazy how many albums. I don't really think about how many albums they've released until I'm sitting here showing all the releases in this video. Makes me feel very old, just kind of reminiscing. Next up, we have Evisceration Plague. I believe I saw them on the Evisceration Plague tour as well. This one is a pretty deluxe looking, kind of digi, folds out, double disc. Has the DVD. Yeah, that's I don't even remember watching that DVD. I'm sure I have, but I don't remember what's on it at all. Pretty dark artwork on that one. I think this is when the artwork changed a little bit. Next up, we have The Wretched Spawn. Guess Who? By Cannibal Corpse. This one has the hole punch in the barcode. I have several albums like that. A lot of times when you buy secondhand, that tends to happen. There's the nice looking inside artwork. Shock and awe. That is what Cannibal Corpse has always been about. Gore Obsessed. I actually really enjoyed this album. I know that some people were kind of on the fence with Gore Obsessed, but I really quite enjoyed this one. As I said, I know these are out of order. nice to still have the actual slip case for that one as well. Worm Infested. This is a EP that it took me forever to get my hands on. For one reason or another, I don't know why it took me so long to finally pick up a copy of this one, especially when I have so much of their other material. I just really dropped the ball on picking this EP up, but I'm glad to have it in the collection now. I mean, I've had it now for years, but just the initial me getting my hands on it, it took quite some time. Red Before Black. A lot of people enjoyed this one too. I thought it was pretty good. I think I don't think it was as good as some people kind of made it out to be. I mean, but I honestly don't think that they have a bad album. So you can just kind of take that how you want. Skeletal Domain. And that's one that some people kind of frown upon, and I liked. So, I mean, there you go. We have Torture by Cannibal Corpse. I believe this is a slipcase. Yeah, have the little slipcase covering up the grotesque artwork there. And this one is just nasty. I don't know if I showed the back. And then we have Kill, which I need to change out that CD case. As you can see, it is cracked. This one got a lot of playtime from me when it was initially out. I know I played this one in the car quite often back when it first came out. That's probably how that CD case got that crack on it. I also own the newest release as well. I'm not going to show it in this video because it is shelved up somewhere else with my 2021 releases. So, but that wraps up Cannibal Corpse. I mean, it spread over 2 videos, so can't complain there. Next up, we have a band called Cannabis with Sativa Sin. Brutal death metal, grindy, nasty stuff. This is on Brutal Mind Productions. There you go. So I do not own any Cannabis Corpse, which is weird to me. You would think I had some Cannabis Corpse, but I do not. There we go. Next up, getting away from death metal a little bit. This is a project called Cantata Sanguis with On Rituals and Correspondence in Constructed Realities. I got this from Season of Mist. It's kind of gothy. Gothic doom metal, female fronted gothic doom metal. Pretty decent release. It's got some blackened elements going on in this as well. I think the band split up before releasing another full length, which is a bit of a shame because I would have liked to hear them kind of progress upon the sound that they introduced in this release, because it's not a bad release at all. Next up, this is one of the first releases that I got from Black Lion Records way back in 2017. It feels like yesterday. It's been 4 years. This is kind of post-black, atmospheric post-black metal. This is a project entitled, I'm probably going to butcher, Kaomhin with The Age of Wolves. Yeah, I was initially like drawn to that artwork from the very get-go. It's only 2 tracks, but it is very, very good. Kind of dissonant, atmospheric stuff. Not much going on as far as the color scheme and stuff on the inside. Pretty hard to pick up on the camera. But I did enjoy this this release immensely. I think it's the only release that project ever released either. Next up, we have Karak Angren with Where the Corpses Sink Forever. And it appears this CD sank forever because when I received this in the mail, the front insert has some water damage. So kind of fitting, I guess, for as you can see up here, it's kind of I was disappointed that it had the water damage, but honestly, it's not a band that I just love so much that I'm going to seek out another copy. I have not listened to this in a while now, but I mean, for what it is, it's not a terrible release. It's just not something that I reach for and hold to like a high esteem as far as something in my CD collection. I also have the Karak Ongren. This is no fairy tale, and I honestly don't remember anything from this album, so I may have to pull it off the shelf and give it another listen. But I don't remember one particular track or anything honestly from this release. Next up, here we go. This is another spot of the collection that it's almost a little bit of a kind of a sour spot, just because I sold off a lot of this band's material, and I just haven't been able to pick it back up yet. But we have Carcass with Heartwork. You will see soon how severely lacking I am with the Carcass material. This is the inside insert on the back was cut. I don't know. It was kind of weird. I bought this one secondhand, but the music and stuff is all there, so that's all that's the important thing to me. But I think this was a radio copy. You will see I bought several. These all came in like I guess like a mixed lot. It looked like maybe a college radio station or something was getting rid of some of their stock of CDs, and I got some death metal stuff, and this was in there. So. Then we have Carcass with Surgical Steel. A lot of mixed feelings on that release. I really dug it. Took me forever to get my hands on this, but I am glad to have it in the collection because I really do enjoy this release. Then I have Surgical Remission Surplus Steel EP. This is the one that I had before, Surgical Steel. I accidentally bought the EP as opposed to the full length. And then I got it in, and I had no idea I bought the EP until it actually came in. And I was like, what the crap is this? And yeah, that was my mistake. But I mean, the EP, the full length is definitely good. The EP, I could honestly live without. And then we have Despicable, the newest EP from Carcass. I really enjoyed this one as well. It's only 4 tracks, but I did enjoy all 4 tracks. It made me look forward to hearing some more from Carcass, hopefully in the very near future. Looks like my camera's kind of lagging. I hope I don't have the audio visual stuff out of sync. I've been fighting that so much on this computer. I don't know what's going on with it. Next up we have Karsharodin, with a Roach Stomper, and just by looking at that you get this definite Stoner Doom vibe. That's exactly what I thought I was going to get myself into. It has a bit of that vibe, but it feels much more death and roll than anything else. And I thought for sure I was getting Stoner Doom, but it is more of a death and roll band. I forget where this project is from. I'm wanting to say Italy, but the physical copy was produced in France, so I mean there's a chance they're from France. I don't remember where this band is from, and I was a bit taken aback. I was a bit surprised when I started listening to this and I realized that it was Black and Roll. These two seem to be stuck together. I just have a little sleeve here of Cardiac Arrest. This is their promo demo from 2016. It's just a CD in a paper sleeve. It is copy number 164 out of 300. I haven't really seen these around anywhere, so that's pretty cool to have that in the collection. Good death metal there out of Chicago. I showed that Cardiac Arrest vinyl I have that. I have the debut album on vinyl. I showed that in that Transcending Records update I did not too terribly long ago. Next up, from Gorehouse Records, we have Carnal Blasphemy with a Liars Made Authority. This seems like it comes anytime that Gorehouse does a mystery box or a grab bag. It seems like there's a copy of this in there. I don't mind it at all. Kind of grindy, death metal / grindcore. Pretty good stuff. It's not the usual that you would expect coming from Gorehouse. A lot of times Gorehouse, I just immediately almost expect brutal death metal. Maybe that's why this one didn't move as well on that label, just because it's like a death metal grindcore release. I don't know, but it is a pretty solid release nonetheless. I do enjoy it. Next up, we have some Black and Thrash. This is Carnal Dread with Black Thrashing Rights. This is their debut EP. I believe they have one full length that came out after this. I do not own that full length. I want to say they're out of Greece, but I could be way off on that. For some reason, that's just what is in my head as far as where this band is from. Pretty good, solid little slab of Black and Thrash. I kind of rushed through this video. I feel like it didn't go nearly as long as the last collection update. The inside of this jewel case is busted, so I'll have to change this out. The teeth are missing, but we'll show it. It's not a super bright spot of the collection anyway. It's Carnal Grief with 9 Shades of Pain. This is melodic death metal. I remember it being very forgettable. I guess that's memorable in itself, that I can remember it being forgettable. I don't I don't think I like this just too terribly much. I got this in a Crash Music lot, a bulk lot that came in, and I think I rehomed a few copies of this because I got more than one, and I remember it being super passable. I don't know. I will at some point probably give it another listen, just a refresher, but I just remember not caring for it too terribly much. But that's all for this. We're still on the CAs. Hopefully, we're what, 23 videos in, and we're in the C's. So that's just kind of how it goes. I'm almost through the first shelf. We almost on the bottom section of the first shelf. So I mean, we're making progress, but we will get there. That's all I've got for this one. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Stay classy.